Do you have an idea what media and information literacy is? My name is Erol from H205BUGHAW, a student from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, explaining the idea about media and information literacy, or MIL, and how does it affect community. Let us first identify what are the basic information about the topic.
Literacy is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using the printed materials associated with varying contexts. Media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, and create media in a variety of forms. Information literacy is the ability to recognize when information is needed and to locate, evaluate, and effectively communicate in various forms.
Now that the terms has been given, let us now identify the main topic of this video, Media and Information Literacy, or MIL.
Media and information literacy is an essential skill and competencies that allows an individual to engage with media and other information providers effectively. This empowers an individual to access, retrieve, create, and share information in all formats.
Learning MIL also develops critical thinking and lifelong skills for socializing and becoming a good citizen. Now that is all clear, let us bring the purpose of learning MIL, or Media and Information Literacy. As we might know by now that media can be accessed by anyone. When we research some information, we have no idea if that information is credible or not. This is what makes media and information literacy difficult to learn. Media and information literacy enhances an individual's ability to gather information and critical thinking. The media and information literacy matters because it helps you to recognize or verify information and other points of views. In short, MIL teaches you how to identify credible and useful information inside media.
Why is it essential to know if the source is credible? Knowing the value of each information presented by the information provider helps you to be aware that there might be other angles that is needed to be cleared. Basically, you need critical thinking, making sure that every information from the source makes sense.
Also, by using critical thinking, you can also formulate your own ideas using the information you gathered. As an example to support your opinion, media can also promote culture that can be presented into different types of media, from books, videos, into music. This is why we see pop-ups on our social medias. For example, you recently liked a post about a brand new bag, and then suddenly, some random thing about that particular bag keeps spamming your social media. This is what we call ads or advertisement that used by different companies.
The importance of learning media and information literacy in students' perspective, MIL teaches students to be a smarter user and consumer of media, helping them to be more critical thinkers. Learning media and information literacy helps us to use media responsibly, like recognizing POVs, to receiving and giving information, are keys to effective communication. What it's like being a media and information literate. Being literate is being more than able to read and write. In a world full of culture, media, text, and tech, a literate individual has the skill to find out what is really going on, and they know how to use strategies and employ them when necessary to comprehend text and apply literacy, knowledge, and skill. They collect and share knowledge of subject matter through reading, writing, and speaking, as well as research and studies. Being a media literate is very crucial because we are in 21st century where everything is mostly run by technology such as TV, computer, cell phones, and many more.
The internet has given us many opportunities to get different messages across, maybe a personal, political, or social. However, many people have taken it in a wrong way, using it to attack each other's beliefs. What was once envisioned as a platform for communication and idea sharing has turned into a haven of destructive criticism. This is because people on the internet lack one important requirement before delving into the web: media literacy, which is described as a user's ability to interpret media and control their uses wisely. Here are the 5 ways you can take to becoming a media literate citizen in your community. Number 1. Think before you post. When you tweet, share, or send, a media information literate individual knows how to differentiate a right post from wrong ones, and avoiding spreading informations that he or she knows will offend other people. Contents such as subtweets, indirects, and rants are few examples of things that don't belong on public cyberspace. Number 2. You don't hate, you educate. Let's face it, it's hard to respect what other people think when their so-called opinions are nasty and morally wrong. However, you don't need to insult them for it in front of everyone via the World Wide Web. A media literate person knows how to approach this situation in a mature way by making use of DM features or the direct messaging features. You can find it on Instagram, Facebook, and Messenger. Number 3. We believe in the power of facts. Just like how a good knight walks into battle with his sword, an internet user's best weapon is his knowledge. Make sure you know the full details about certain issues before sharing your opinions. Do a quick fact check before clicking send to ensure no miscommunication between you and your readers. Number 4. You foresee the aftermath of your post. Will it educate others? Will it spark their interest in the said issue? Or it will cause an uproar and will become a cause for online negativity? Make sure your post leaves a positive message to your readers that will enable them to think critically and be as involved in issues as you want them to. Number 5. You think of people affected. Bear in mind that the people you type about are humans too. They get hurt when they are talked about unless you highlight their good points. Don't use the internet to spread rumors and embarrassing stories about others. What may seem like a funny moment for you may be humiliating for the star of your story. We hope you apply those 5 steps. It will surely help you to become a media literate citizen in your community. Did you learn?
We now move on into our last part of the video, which is the advantages and disadvantages of media.
Advantages of media. The first advantage is the most obvious one, that media helps educate people from the latest happenings in our surroundings. Media are also used by the government to keep in touch with citizens. Media provides a wide variety of shared information that can be used for research. Media in 21st century made sharing information much easier, of course with the help of cell phones and internet. With media, large companies can advertise and sell products. Disadvantages of media. A risk of losing your privacy in using media, and it's easier for other people to make false claims or make claims that are only half true. In media, it's very common to encounter fake news about a certain topic, knowing that fake information can make confusion.
Today, some of the most common forms of mass media are the radio, internet, newspaper, and television. So just as with everything that we use, mass media also has its advantages and its disadvantages. Let's start with the advantages. Number 1, it helps us learn new things. So whether you're looking for the best pizza recipe or you're looking to understand a math lesson that you didn't understand at school, mass media gives you resources to learn new things. Number 2, mass media helps us spread news and information quickly and easily. So if you heard on TV that there was a big storm coming, you could share with your friends information about whether or not there will be school the next day. Number 3, it helps people around the world understand each other and accept their differences. So without leaving your home, you can learn about other countries, their culture, their food, and their music through different forms of mass media. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. Number 1, it can spread false information about people and events, which can be extremely dangerous, especially if you think of cyberbullying and other people spreading rumors about each other, which can really hurt other people. Number 2, it distracts you from studying, working, and spending time with your family. So instead of focusing on schoolwork or talking to the people at your dinner table or the people at work, many people just stare into their phones all day playing games and reading the news. So what does this all mean? Should we stop using mass media altogether? Of course not. I mean, you couldn't do that if you wanted to. The answer is to be smart. Don't believe everything you see or hear on mass media. Also, be safe. Do not share personal information over mass media.
We have reached the end of this video. Hope we acknowledge everything about MIL, because learning this course as a student can make a great impact to our way of learning.